Hello, everybody. Wolfang here. Today is Thursday, March 21st. Beautiful day out. Sunny, chilly, but the key word is sunny. Uh, nice blue skies, but it was a good day. It wasn't bad. Work was work is work. I'm getting tired of work. I'm getting burned out on this job. I've been there 8 years. Seen a lot of bullshit. I have to work with a lot of bullshit people. But that's I don't know. Complaining gets you nowhere. That's all I know. So, um, I heard watched Mad Shad's video at lunchtime, and he was talking about something about squatters. I forget where it happened, but some people had moved into somebody's house that was gone for a while. They come home, and they're like, "No, this ain't happening." Well, I heard another story on the radio, and I will look this up and probably do a video tomorrow about it. But they were talking on the radio. I didn't catch the state, but I guess this lady had went on vacation. She was gone a month, and somehow these squatters got into her house and they were living there. She comes home and sees this, calls the police, and somehow she gets arrested. That made no sense. But like I said, I'm gonna look into that one a little more and see what the hell's going on, because I've heard of the squatting. It's been going on for a while, but it sounds like they're letting these people fucking get away with it. If I had a house and I went on vacation for a month or 2 weeks and I come home and there's somebody in my house, not anymore. Not if I have to make them disappear. Well, I better watch what I say. Anyway, so let me share this article, and this has to do with the eclipse. So it says it's a fact check. Why National Guard's nuclear unit is poised for solar eclipse. It says a solar eclipse on April the 8th will attract hundreds of thousands of visitors to U.S. towns and cities named by experts as the best places to see the moon completely block the sun. In Oklahoma, the National Guard has already announced its deployment to support local agencies and residents, with the state falling in the path of totality where the moon will block out the sun. However, a local report that an elite chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear unit would be monitoring the event has led to a wave of suspicious social media posts. The claim: a TikTok video posted by user WFF News on March the 15th, which has since been viewed more than 3.2 million times, shows a local newspaper report mentioning emergency preparations in Oklahoma for the eclipse. The report noted a deployment of 22 members of an elite chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear unit. The TikTok presenter said, "This is getting wild. The National Guard is going to be here now for a solar eclipse." This article today was released in an Oklahoma newspaper saying that they will have guardsmen present in McCurtain County for the solar eclipse. But things get much weirder. The 22 members of the elite chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear unit, say that 3 times real fast, will be housed in Broken Bow, in addition to 110 to 150 Oklahoma Highway Patrol troopers. They're also urging residents to stock up with 1 to 2 weeks of food in advance of the event and to have full fuel tanks. They're also saying that it's likely that communication facilities could be overloaded, possibly making it difficult to make cell phone calls. Similar warnings are going out in different states, including Nobleville Fire Department in Texas. Other social media posts on X referred to the same newspaper article and expressed alarm. Something really odd about this eclipse, wrote X user at Truth Poll on March the 15th, 2024, in a post viewed 77,000 times. Stay prepared. A YouTube video on the channel Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, posted on March the 15th, 2024, and viewed more than 200,000 times, also mentioned the article. The presenter, Doug, said, I do not remember biological scientists and, radioactive scientists and all this hype over this stuff, right? The facts. The newspaper, the newspaper article used in the viral videos first appeared in the McCurtain Gazette, local officials told Newsweek. The paper serves Oklahoma's McCurtain County, the location of the city of Adabel, which NASA has predicted will be among the 13 best spots in the U.S. to see the total eclipse. The Chemical, Biological, Radiological, and Nuclear Unit mentioned by the Gazette is the 63rd Civil Support Team, part of the Oklahoma National Guard. The unit is trained to provide expert support in the event of chemical, biological, nuclear, radiological, and high-yield explosive-related emergencies. But such events are not being anticipated on the day of the eclipse, April the 8th, and the unit will largely be there to support residents, other agencies, and visitors. Lieutenant Colonel Lee Ann Tumbleson, public affairs officer with the Oklahoma National Guard, told Newsweek that the local officials in Adabel, a population of 7,000, had requested the unit's help out of an abundance of caution to handle the expected 1,000 visitors, or 100,000. My bad. Sorry. Wow. 100,000 people going into a place, there's only 7,000 people. That's crazy. While they're trained in the chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear issues, they can identify and test chemicals or substances to what they are. Most of their day-to-day job is helping local law enforcement, like testing mysterious powder like fentanyl, Tumbleson said. They have a wide range of capabilities. They can do research, and they can do search and rescue. They have a command and control suite, communications. So they're often used anytime there's going to be a large crowd of people. And in this case, because it's such a tiny town and they don't know how to deal with 100,000 people just kind of showing up one day, they've asked local law enforcement, highway patrolmen, and our CST team to be part of this mission, just to make sure, in abundance of caution, to make sure everybody's safe and nothing happens. She added, the CST is just really a very highly trained unit that can respond to various amount of things dealing with large crowds. The unit's commander, Lieutenant Colonel Jabin Fleury, said in a statement released on March the 18th, this influx of visitors has the potential to overtax local resources. And thanks to the training and experience our guardsmen have working alongside local agencies all across Oklahoma, the CST is uniquely qualified to support our fellow Oklahomans. Federal funding for CSTs was approved by Congress in 1998 to assist U.S. authorities to respond to incidents involving WMD or catastrophic terrorism, including the use of chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, or high yield explosive weapons and agents. There are now 57 national teams. Well, that's pretty cool. The Oklahoma National Guard says that despite the importance of the CST, its public appearance is not unusual. It said it's participated in 42 multi agency training events last year and provided support for the Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon and home football games for the Oklahoma State Cowboys and Oklahoma Sooners. Residents have been advised to stock up on food and fuel, as the Gazette pointed out, in anticipation of stores being hit by a surge in demand when Eclipse gazers arrive. That advice was issued by the Oklahoma Department of Emergency Management. Preparations for the solar eclipse have led to a wave of misleading and baseless claims. Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones claimed that the government was planning to hijack the event, while others falsely suggested it could lead to earthquakes and major thunderstorms. Oh. The Elite Chemical, Biological, Radiological, and Nuclear Unit is the 63rd Civil Support Team, part of Oklahoma National Guard. Unit, which is trained to assist with a range of complex emergency threats and often helps manage large crowds, will be deployed on April the 8th in Oklahoma. Authorities say it will primarily assist with the tens of thousands of visitors expected to arrive in some of Oklahoma's smallest towns and cities to watch the eclipse. So there you go. So if you hear anybody hooting and hollering about biological, radiological, thermological, whatever, it's because these people work with the agencies. But that does make a lot of sense too at the same time. If you live in a small town of 7,000 people and all of a sudden you have this event going on and there's going to be 100,000 people show up, what do? So, that kind of makes sense. I get that. That's just somebody probably, freaking out. What's going on now? And I don't think a solar eclipse, even a full one, is going to cause a problem. The only problem that might happen is so many of these people going into a small town, and you got that kind of people. You're going to have some drunks out there. You're going to have people partying, and you always have those rotten apples in a large group of people. So good for Oklahoma and the agencies there that are, saying, hey, you small towns where this eclipse is going to happen, or the full totality of it, we'll come in and help you out with all the extra people that are going to be there. So that, good for them. But, there's people out there that are going to take this and blow it out of content. And, the sky's falling, the earth's falling. Look, there's cows flying in the sky. I don't know. Anyway, so I thought I'd share that article. And when I'm done doing this, I probably will do some research on this squatter stuff, because especially the one they were talking on the radio when I was coming home. Unbelievable that lady got arrested. That's some bullshit there. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great Thursday evening. This is Wolfang. Blessed be, stay safe, and I'll bullshit with y'all later. Bye.